This is NABShow Live.
Hey guys, Larry again. I am on the trade show floor of NABShow 2018 at the Qligent booth, and I'm with the Chief Operating Officer. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay, so Ted Korte is the Chief Operating Officer at Qligent. So tell me a little bit about the big picture. What is Qligent? Who is your target market?
Well, our target market really comes into two different fashions. One of them is the actual broadcasters, the content, the providers, and those things that need equipment for test and measurement and verification. The other one is the networks, the channels, the brands. Those are the ones who need content verification. Make sure that things are legal, their brand is getting out there, there's no quality of experience issues and those kind of things. So essentially two different kinds of people, and they even have different buying patterns.
Let's talk a little bit about content verification. What does that mean in the industry, and what kinds of things, what kinds of standards are you providing for your clients?
Okay, when we talk about content verification, back in the old days it wasn't too much of a problem because people were able to control everything end to end. So in other words, they had very good control of everything in their studio, and they'd send it off to a head end. And at the head end, it was their job to verify it all the way through to the set-top box or whoever the end user is.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you can't do that anymore because they've outsourced things, they put it to the cloud. Master control operations are even in the cloud nowadays. And then if you're doing with any kind of online streaming, you have, content delivery networks, you have internet service providers, you got all these other moving parts that are in there. And now that people are moving towards, digital ad insertion, at the client side, it becomes even more complex and even more things are moving downstream. So content verification now means you got to get further and further and further out to the end user.
I've heard a term in your booth, last mile monitoring. Can you tell me what you mean there?
Yes, last mile monitoring is very important. The reason being is because it's really the last control point before you get into the end user. Once you get just collecting end user data, you're basically subject to all the things that the user's doing. Why did they stop watching the program? Did they get a phone call? Did they not like the content? Was there quality issues? You don't know. So last mile monitoring is essentially the last place that you have control of the signal delivery. That way you can look at it, make sure it's all there, so when you can correlate that data with the end user data, then you know you have your answers.
You have lots of challenges that you have to deal with in this industry with changing standards and handling the data and managing it. Do you have a favorite problem?
Actually, I do. One of our favorite problems, and what got me into this job, really, is the problem where you see the picture kind of freeze, it breaks up a little bit, and then it goes black. And then it comes back on its own, and everything's playing fine. So nothing was broken, nobody did anything to fix it, and all the evidence is gone. That's my favorite problem. Those are the kind of problems we like to solve.
And you do that, I bet.
Yes, we do.
Ted, thank you so much for taking some time with us here at the 2018 Trade Show booth. Now, for those that are not here, where can we send our home viewers?
Best is our website, www.qligent.com.
Terrific. I look forward to seeing you back in Florida after this week is over in Vegas.
Good.
Ted, thanks again for your time on the trade show floor at NAB 2018.